What is the value of the length x? Line D, E equals line D, C minus line E, C which equals to 14. Since line D, C equals line AB, it is because opposite side length of a rectangle are equal. By Pythagoras' theorem, line E, F equals the square root of the sum of the square of 7 and the square of 14, which equals to the product of 7 and the square root of 5. And line B, E equals the square root of the sum of the square of x and the square of 23. Let angle B E, C equals beta and angle D E, F equals alpha. It implies that angle B E, F equals 180 degrees minus the sum of alpha and beta. By trigonometric identity, sine of 180 degrees minus the sum of alpha and beta equals the product of sine alpha, cosine beta and sine beta, cosine alpha. After trigonometric identity simplification, we call it equation 1. From triangle B, C, A, we obtained values for sine beta and cosine beta, as shown on the screen. Also, from triangle B, C, A, we obtained values for sine alpha and cosine alpha. Substitute these values in equation 1. This implies that sine 180 degrees minus the sum of alpha and beta equals sum of the product of 7 divided by 7 times the square root of 5, and 23 divided by the square root of the square of x plus the square of 23, and the product of x divided the square root of the square of x and the square of 23. And 14 divided by 7 times the square root of 5, which equals the result shown on the screen. After simplification, area of triangle FE, D equals the product of line E, F and line B. E times sine 180 degrees minus the sum of alpha and beta, all divided by 2, which equals to half of the product of 7 and the sum of 23 and 2 times x. After substitution and simplification of values, we equate this result to the given area of the violet triangle, that is, 210 square units. Multiply the equation by 2 to clear fraction, and we have that the product of 7 and the sum of 23 and 2 times x equals 420 as shown on the screen. Open bracket, that is, the sum of 161 and 14 times x equals 420. It implies that 14 times x equals 420 minus 161, which equals to 259. Divide the equation by 14. Therefore, x equals 259 divided by 14, which equals to half of 37 in units.